Pop them in there. And finish them off. Boof, 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 boof. Snap, crackle, and pop. There we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight, we got a very special treat for you because we are getting dark. You know I can't stay away from mono black for that long, man. Yeah, it's the guarantee on the channel here. You're probably going to get a mono black deck every week, a brand new one. And I'm doing something a little different. I'm building off my mono black aggro, which was kind of my best deck last season. I'm making it even better, and I'm doing something you don't normally see me do. I'm running a board wipe, guys. Yeah, it's got to be done. People are spamming too much creatures. We got to bring it in. So if you want to see the rare and unique time that I actually allow myself to do such a thing like that, because I am Mr. Anti-Board Wipe, I need you to stay tuned and watch this one because it is pushing me up. It's probably going to get me to Diamond at the very least. Before we get to the shakedown breakdown, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch or on YouTube. Both of those places. I'll let you go live and see me in action here. Hit that bell, join Notification Squad, and you'll be able to know when I go live or post a new video. We'd love to have you on notifications. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions, whatever you want. It's on Discord. It's the best place to communicate with the rest of the community and myself. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. All those links are going to be right down there below in the description in case you want it. So now down to the good stuff. It's going to look familiar to what I've seen before, except it's going to have some slight modifications to deal with the evolving meta, let's call it. We're really going to try to put pressure early on our opponents here. First things first, I got to get Cecil in here. We are dealing with a lot of cards that cost life loss, and Cecil actually benefits from that quite a bit because he can transform. 1 black, 2/3 Death Touch Human Knight with Darkness. Whenever Cecil deals that much damage, you lose that much life. Then, if your life total is less than equal to half, meaning 10, he transforms into Cecil Redeemed Paladin. Again, we are trying to put powerful cards down early and do damage quickly. Life loss is going to add up very quick, but we could recover from that with a couple of life gains, and we're trying to end the game fast. We don't even care. If we win at 1 life, it's great. Part of the reason that this is so good is that it synchronizes quite nicely with Timeline Crawler right here, which you can warp it in for paying 2 life. Now that means that your life is burning down faster, and you can flip him faster as well. Put him down on turn 1, put him down on turn 2, maybe play a Bitter Triumph to lose 3 life. You can flip Cecil pretty quickly using this combination of cards right here. 0 point also helps you lose life as well. We're going to get down to that. So Cecil absolutely does belong in this deck. 2 of them, 3 of them, I wouldn't go 4, but at least 2. Corrupted Conviction I'm running because a lot of people are trying to kill your cards, and I love sacrificing them for more cards. When we can get 1 up on somebody, they play a removal, we play 1 black and instantly get 2 cards off of that. It's fantastic. Occasionally you want a card to die. Occasionally you can resurrect a card like Forsaken Miner or Timeline Caller, and you need those extra cards, so that's why I keep Corrupted Conviction right there and ready to go. 4 Forsaken Miners, absolutely. 2/2, 1 black Skeleton Rogue, cannot block. Whenever you commit a crime, meaning you target your opponent with anything, you can return him to the battlefield. I love to use this in conjunction with Tragic Trajectory because that's a 2 mana reanimate right there. You know, you can even at the end of your turn, you can even do something like Corrupted Conviction, Forsaken Miner, then next turn Tragic Trajectory, and immediately resurrect it. So you get -2/-2 as Tragic because you're targeting your opponent for your crime, and then you can reanimate Forsaken Miner. Forsaken Miner, of course, is going to benefit from the Corpses of the Lost aggro stash that you're going to be running off of there, so you can keep pressure on your opponent. And it has really good synergy with Sephiroth, meaning that if you sacrifice with Sephiroth, Sephiroth commits a crime. If you have 4 mana, you can immediately sacrifice and reanimate, play Sephiroth, kill this Forsaken Miner, and immediately reanimate him by committing a crime and then bringing him back to life right there. So not a bad one. There's also a great way that you can do Bitter Triumph. You can discard a card. If we talk about our removals, 1 black and 1, we discard a card or pay 3 life. If you want to discard him, he goes into the graveyard. Then we kill the creature, and when we kill the creature, when we target our creature, he gets targeted. That means we commit a crime. So you can actually just reanimate him off of discarding him and replaying him onto the board using Bitter Triumph as a removal right there. Speaking of removal, we're going to be running a lot of it. Mono white is still out there. Green is still out there. They're going to be gunning for us, guys. We really, really got to bring in the heat. 4 Bitter Triumphs. 3 Strategic Betrayals. I'm also going to go 3 Tragic Trajectories. That is a total of 10 kill cards, including our 0-point ballad, which we'll talk about later. Tragic Trajectory is pretty good. You do have the -2/-2 for early game. However, you get the Void ability if -10, -10, only if a permanent left the battlefield or a spell was warped. We do have the Timeline Color Warp right here ability. We also do have the ability to sacrifice certain things and make sure that we get that Void ability and throw them into the black hole right there. So those are going to be our main points of removal. Bitter Triumph, which has good synergy, does have some life loss, but we can discard. Tragic Trajectory for our little and big targets as we go. Strategic Betrayal is going to kind of be essential, at least 2 or 3 of them, because there is a lot of Reanimator out there right now. Eating up somebody's graveyard is a great way to just end the game as it is. 1 black and 1 sorcery, target opponent exiles a creature they control and then their graveyard. Great stuff to see right there with Strategic. Always good to have that on hand for an uncommon from Tarkir as we go. So, who's our workhorses for damaging here? We're going to go with Case of the Stash Skeleton, Sunset Saboteur, and Timeline Color. Let's start with color right here. 2 black and 2/2 Drix Warlock Haste. I like that it's a Warlock because that means it's immune to Shoot the Sheriff. We have a lot of rogues. We have a lot of outlaws in this. This one is a rogue. They're a knight. That doesn't matter. This one is a Warlock. And this one is a rogue as well. So a lot immune to Shoot the Sheriff here. 2/2 Haste for 2. Already really good. Haste is a rare black quality that we do occasionally get, but it is very good. We also have the ability to warp, and we can warp from our graveyard. So we can pay 1 on turn 1 and 2 life, immediately swing in for 2 to even the odds there. Again, another sacrifice card that I don't really care if it goes in the graveyard. I don't care if we sacrifice for more cards or we sacrifice it with Sephiroth. Doesn't matter to me. Get it out of there. Get more cards into the game. That's what I say. We're going to get it in. Insanely good. Probably one of my favorite new cards from EOE right there. So you can always play it from the graveyard unless they exile your graveyard. You can constantly put pressure and haste on your opponent right there. Super, super good. Another great new one is going to be Sunset Saboteur. If you know how to use it, he's very powerful. 1 black and 1. 4/1 Menace, Human Rogue. With Ward, discard a card. I love that Ward on him. Really rips up a person's hand because they have to play a removal and discard a card at the same time. He's functionally immortal if they only have 1 card in their hand. And whenever this creature attacks, put a 1/1 card on a target creature opponent controls. If they only have 1 blocker, I don't care. As long as the damage gets through with Sunset Saboteur, I don't care. I want the damage to get through. The other thing that we need to remember is that I don't care if we're adding 1/1 counters to somebody because I'm going to kill everything they put down. I want them to have no blockers. So when I swing in, it doesn't matter if they're getting pumped up. They're just going to die. So that's going to be another great 2-drop right there from EOE. Case of the Stash Skeleton, 1 black and 1. It enters, you get a 2/1 black skeleton token with Suspect, which is Menace and can't block. Again, another high pressure card with Menace. We're coming in with Haste. We're coming in with Menace on a lot of these and Death Touch. If we control no suspected skeletons by either sacrificing that skeleton or getting it killed, we get to solve the case and we basically get to tutor. Any card that we want, which is extremely useful in middle to late game. Super good for Stash Skeletons on that one. So those are all of our 2-drops. Of course, on our 3-drops, we have the classics here. We have Corpses of the Lost, the backbone of black aggro and skeletons. 1 black and 2. Skeletons you control get +1 and have haste. So all of your skeletons, like Forsaken Miner, Case of the Stash, and the one that gets generated, the 2/2 Skeleton Pirate. By the way, the Skeleton Pirate, guess what? That's a rogue, immune to shoot the sheriff. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, meaning any permanent was put into the graveyard, you may pay 1 life, return this, and then you can replay it next turn. So really, really good card right there to put the aggro on people. We're really trying to haste here. We're trying to make it difficult to block. We're trying to put damage down, keep people off balance. Keep them off balance. Keep them reacting to you. Keep pushing, 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 pushing. Benefit from the death. And of course, we got to finish it off with my man, the auto include in every black deck, Sephiroth Fabled Soldier, 1 black and 2 Human Avatar Soldier, 3/3. Whenever Sephiroth enters or attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, you draw a card. Like I said, I don't mind sacrificing the skeleton one here because it lets me tutor later on, or Forsaken Miner, or a Timeline Crawler, because they can all be replayed from the graveyard, or they give me a benefit to their death as it goes. So we can start pinging the gain and drain right there and drawing cards. We can also, whenever we attack, we get to sacrifice and draw more cards and ping. And if we have successfully killed 4 creatures on our turn, guess what? He turns into Sephiroth, 1-Winged Angel. He goes Supernova. At the beginning of the transformation, you create the Supernova whenever one creature dies, and then you can sacrifice as many. When you go in, you get the gain and drain off. Included here, I had 1 or 2 0-point ballads. I had 2 sometimes I went down to 1. Very rare for me to run a board wipe. The reason that I like this one is because it's a lot of things in one. 1 black and X, destroy all creatures with toughness X or less. You lose X life. This is an effective way to clear a kind of a wide board of garbage. If they have a lot of fodder creatures, a lot of aggro that's only 1 or 2 toughness or something like that, or mono white where they have all these little tiny creatures that are just getting in the way, you can just pay 3, kill everything, and then you lose that much life. Losing that life, Cecil benefits from losing life because you could go in with Cecil. You could do 2, kill everything with toughness 2, and go in with Cecil, lose life, and then flip him. And then in the late game, if you pay 6 or more, meaning that you paid 6 and black, you played 7 total, you get to reanimate any of the creatures that died. So you could, late in the game, sweep your opponent's entire board. You could kill their Valgavoth, lose 7 life, or lose 6 life, but reanimate a big creature right there. So a very, very good combination play as we go for 0 point. I wanted to get it in there. I felt like I was really losing the technology gap. I was losing the power gap if I didn't have a little bit of a board wiper right there. 23 swamps. You can do land to taste if you want to put any kind of specialty land in here. I don't care. It's fine. You know, you want to put Necropolis, you want to put Midgar, you want to put any of these kind of silly lands in. You want to put Cavern of Souls, sure. Fountain Port's not a bad idea. You could throw that in there. You could throw the one that kills the Demolition Field or something like that. Those are all perfectly acceptable lands to put in as we go. As far as the stats go, this is it's pretty cheap, and we're trying to push. We're trying to push aggro. 17 creatures from avatars to warlocks. Remember, we have 4 cards that generate creature tokens. 8 cards. So it's actually, when you look at it, it's going to really look like it is a 25 creature deck. 6 instants, 7 sorceries, 8 enchantments, 23 lands altogether on a 1.9. Could you be lucky and brave and shave off a land and go for 60? You sure could. It's possible. You're a braver person than me, but you absolutely could. You could do that and throw another 0 point in there, but it is a pretty cheap deck. Again, aggression, aggression, aggression. Guys, if you're hanging back and not doing anything with this deck, and you're not pushing, you need to know when to push your opponent. Make them have to respond to you. Make them have those removals, and they'll spend their cards, and you'll keep them on the back foot. As far as sideboard goes, we have a couple suggestions. Duress is not a bad idea for like artifact decks to get rid of their key stuff. Knight of Malice, I actually really considered putting him in. And if you don't have the rares for some of these other ones, Knight of Malice is actually a really good option to throw 2 of them in there, especially with white being so prevalent, because it has hexproof from white and it gets first strike. 3/2 first strike hexproof from white is very useful. Nowhere to run for your enchantment destruction right there. Dark Knight's Greatsword was in a couple versions of this. I did like it, especially on something like giving a Dark Knight's Greatsword to something like Sunset Saboteur and swinging in for 7 is enormously powerful. It just costs life. Equip is pay 3 life to put it down. So you could put it down, equip it 3 life on Sunset, and swing in for 7 on Sunset. Brutal hit right there. Withering Torment for your enchantment destruction, and Maha is a really good combination play. Let me put you on some secret tech right here. Maha combined with 0 point, guess what? Maha makes all your opponents have creature toughness 1, and 0 point, all you need to do is pay 2 mana, and that's a full board wipe. You need to pay 1, everything with toughness 1 dies. Yeah, no one's talking about that. No one is talking about how Maha 2 black and 3, 6/5 trample right there is going to another ward discard. All your opponents are a Breaks Toughness 1. Just run 0 point in Maha. It's that easy. It's that simple. It'll take them out. That is what we're looking at right there. A little bit of secret tech right there. A little bit of a bonus upgraded aggro black version. Let's get into it, guys. Standard rank. Here we go. The Dark. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. It is fucking me and the algorithm. So, a little bit worried about that. Well, we're going to find out, I suppose. Could just be algorithmic nonsense. Yeah, Diamond. Listen, it's really hard right now, guys. We got to bring out the. We got to bring out the fucking the purple stuff, man. We got to really bring out the heavy shit. We got to bring out the fucking the nukes. Nukes. What is it? Harsh language, sharp sticks, everything. We got to bring it fucking all. We got to bring it to bear. Unfortunately, the last season of just kind of goofy building is, Hey, what's up, Sean Nascimento? Welcome to the show. Well, thank you for coming either way, my guy. We're gonna do this. I'm worried he's gonna board wipe me, so we're gonna hold that so we can draw cards off him. If necessary. I'm worried he's gonna fucking #1 stunner me. Very good. #1 stunner, okay. It's gonna go in. Pop. This is how we do this. Ooh, it was a beautiful line right there, guys. Hey, what's up, Sharkmouth? How you doing? For Managed Democracy. Man, I have like 200 hours in Helldivers, man. I fucking love Helldivers. I really should play Helldivers with some of the fucking, with some of the chat. I'll fucking love Helldivers. For Managed Democracy. Timeline Crawler Chubnar Grabist. Okay, we can run this. I'm clocking at 350 hours at a grind the ODST carbons. Yeah, I haven't got ODST yet. I haven't had a lot of time to Helldive. But I think I have about 800 super credits on there. So even if I put $5 on there, I could probably find the rest. I'm probably gonna get it. The cave. What I'm hearing is that the cave missions are kind of, if you don't have that Dust Devils War Bond, you're kind of fucked. If it's your type of game, man, it's a shooter. It is 100% a shooter. It is a 4-person cooperative shooter where you call in all kind of weapons and airstrikes. It is a lot of fun. Every mission is an action movie. It's a really ridiculous game. I do recommend it quite a bit. If you're a fan of third-person shooters, the community is really great around it. Hey, what's up, Severin7? He's gonna make me get rid of my corpses, probably. Goodbye, corpses. You don't exist at all. No more corpses. Pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Okay. We drew too much mana here also, because he's going to run a white, but we can play Timeline Crawler from the graveyard. King Checo, how you doing, man? Goodbye, corpses. 2 more hits. He's on the clock. He's got to play some removal and 2 more hits. I can't draw mana here. I've got 6. I got 6, and that's not going to fucking work. Nowhere to run, I suppose, if you wanted to get rid of that. That's fine. I can play Crawler from the graveyard. Got rid of the manas. Wow! Look at that. Beautiful. He's on the clock now. He might have screwed himself there because being able to play, unless he has an exile, being able to play both Crawlers from the graveyard might be the closer here. Yep. Yep. We cleared that mana block. Thank you, Mill, for clearing the mana block for us. Hell yeah. Yeah, I really like Helldivers. It is a game that you have multiple color. So stick with a monocolor deck. Try to fit in as many good uncommons as you can, and you should probably get there after a while. Don't buy cosmetics, only buy cards. Cosmetics are a waste of time and money. Okay. We'll push. Hey, what's up, Francois? Push. He's going to trade. Pop. That's fine. Next turn, I'll play the removal and bring it back. That's not a good idea to do that. Pump. Lightning Helix. Discard. Boom. Solve that. That's what I'm here for. Great points. He's going to do Boros Charm. Oof. Ooh, good hit there. Boom. Alright, we're going to do this. Activate. We're going to grab Corpses of the Lost. Push in. Boom. See what he grabs it for us here. Remember Heart Challenger. Pop. Okay. We'll risk it. We'll risk it to get the biscuit here. Pop, pop. Alright, what's he gonna grab? Gonna get it. Case of the Stashed. Could be the win card. You can't block because it's got ward. You can't do anything to it because it's got ward. You can only do damage directly to me. He's gonna Shelt. Belt. Gets rid of that. Shelts again. Gets rid of that. Oh, I can just do this. Yeah, we can just do that. Thanks, Sunset Saboteur. Yeah, I will agree that the milling of your entire half your deck, those are so lame, man. They're just cheap and just no. Just no. It's kind of more fun if you're grinding them down, I would say, kind of, right? Like, it's kind of more interesting if you're just slow rolling them. I don't know. Maul that. That was 1 fucking mana. Great. Let's do this. Green. Says Chocobo. Let's do you. Land. Hemisymbiotic Might. Gonna hit for 1. Let's push. Strategic Betrayal. See who he values more. He values the Might more? Good. Genophage Impactor. Power and Toughness 3, says Chocobo. Pop. Boom. Discard a card. You. On you. You see how insanely fast these decks are, guys? Even with my deck being fast. Do you see how fucking quickly these things scale? Pop. Okay. Do this. Auto pay. Boom. There we go. Cecil Dark Knight's a good blocker. Mockingjay. Boom. It's gonna go in. Boom. Cecil. Push. Pop, pop. Okay, goes away. Cecil is there to block. Spider-Man! Yeah, there we go. Alright, outgunning him here. Spider-Man. Have decks? No, we're in a very unprecedented era. I'm pretty sure WotC designed the game. Their cards are on its turn 6 turn game, meaning turn 6. They expect the game to be over. Yeah, it is a natural reflection of that. It's also WotC having to build for like 5 different formats that are not congruous. You've got Commander, you've got all kind of stuff going on with Magic, and it all has to kind of gel. Every fucking time, every time that they get lifelink, they go first, and I can't kill that thing. Now I have to wait till next turn. I can't even kill it next turn. I have Strategic Betrayal. Every fucking time that they fucking play life, they go first. Son of a bitch, man. It's wild. Every time, man. He's gonna put down the fucking bat now. Yeah. Every time they go, it's like without fail. If they're life gain, they get fucking first. They get first grab at it. Let's try this. You know, I'm more inclined to blame Hasbro. Hasbro is, in my opinion, the problem. I do think that people at WotC do love the game. They are not actively trying to kill their game. They have to kind of make a, they kind of have to make a calculated, decision of what they want this game to be, and it's not easy. It's really not easy to balance probably what the corporate mandate is and making a fun game. I genuinely don't think, maybe call me Mr. Naive, I genuinely don't think it's WotC's goal to destroy their own brand or product. I don't honestly believe that in a genuine capacity. I do not believe that is their goal, to wreck their own product. I just don't. I believe that they do want to make a good game. I believe that it's always their goal to do that, but there are other forces at work that are going to prevent them from doing that. But I can't take it in faith that, oh, well, they don't care about this. They just want to ruin it. I think Hasbro wants to extract as much capital as they can from it. But, you know, that's kind of their goal, is to figure out where that line is. They've got to figure out where that line is where is it? Is it, where do we have the line of we can or can't do it? So, yeah, we're pretty much cooked here. With 2 mana, he's able to cook me because I got no direct removals. 0 Point Ballad, you haven't been doing too much for me. I'm going to swap one of you out for a kill card here. Hey, what's up, Shane's birthday? Yeah, life gain, people have figured out life gain is just to eat hack for easy wins. It's sawdust they can put in the Rice Krispie treat that you don't notice. And when they put too much in and everyone's slow and the money train slows down, they'll back it off a little bit. They'll figure out what'll kill it and back it off. Yeah, I would blame kind of capitalist corporatism more than anything else. I think that raw capitalism, I mean, in a gaming market right here, I don't think that's the 100% raw market forces are dictating that. Market forces are dictating this, but there isn't really a good alternative. There are alternatives. You could go play Flesh and Blood. If Flesh and Blood provides a better product, it will flourish and Magic will fail. That's, you know, that's the basics, right? So we are kind of in that, but as long as they're making money, they're going to follow that. Babs, if you give me an alternative reason why they're doing this, I'm happy to hear it. And again, I'm not trying to give you a political lecture, but that is genuinely the reason that that Universes Beyond exists, is because it makes money, because they can do shareholder buybacks. That's the reason. It's not because they hate you. It's not because they think it's funny. It's because they can do shareholder buybacks. That's it. It's because they can make a lot of money and then make a lot of money for themselves. That's the motivation. I don't know what you want me to tell you. That's the motivation of why they do this. That's why. Yes, they are legally obliged to make everything. They have a fiduciary duty to the shareholders to make as much money as humanly possible. That's the reason. It's really not any more complicated than that, man. It's that's the reason why they do this, is so they can make a ton of money. Hey, look, he's got VV. He's VVing it up right here. Boom, boom. Take that, VV deck. This is 100% too true, Trex. Thank you for bringing up fiduciary duty. Well, listen, like I say, I don't like to talk politics, but I am not a fucking abolish private property communist, but I'm telling you what the underlying issue is. It's the fact that WotC wants to make big giant loads of money. Big old fat stacks of cash. That's the reason. And they'll keep doing it as long as that keeps happening. Big old piles of gold coins. They want to make big pirate treasure chests with coins and rubies spilling out of the top. That's the goal. Boop, 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 ba-doop, ba-doo. Yeah. Yeah, aggro life gain experience on the play versus anything is a killer. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to push in. Pop, pop. Fizz. Boom. Shogun. Pump. He draws an extra card. Boof, boof. He gets that down. I've run a life gain deck for months. I ran it when it was cheap beer tier. It was cozy. I mean, I understand that. Yeah, life gain is a very easy. What do they say is the #1 most wild card spent for white is Ajani's Pridemate. That's the #1 most spent card for white. You can't. It's really simple. It's very easy. It makes sense. I gain life. Life is good. Life protects me from death. The creatures get bigger. It's very easy to trigger. It's a good starting place. White life gain has been kind of an intro. I remember even playing with my friends when I was teaching people, maybe about 15 years ago, when I was playing at when I moved to Florida. A couple of the D&D guys always wanted to try Magic, and a lot of them went for white life gain decks right up front because it's, it makes sense. Life is good. I need life to live. I can gain life a lot. We have a lot of options for mono white life gain right now, Sissel Dark Knight. Yeah, good number, go burr. I mean, that is kind of part of it. I'm worried about putting down Sunset Saboteur. I feel like I need to tragic that guy right away. He'll put down 1. He'll go up to a 2. Let's tragic him right away, man. Just 2 Cecil. I didn't want to overload. 3 might be better, but 2 Cecil for right now. Escape tunnel. Aerith is actually a really good ad that I don't think people remember from that you can play in live game. There's a second Cecil right there. A second Cecil has hit the hand. This deck is doing fine so far. We're ranking up, you know. There's Bristly Bill. Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to go in. We're going to push. Boom. Is he going to block? Pop, pop. Down to that. Oof. Okay. Hey, what's up, Garrett Gadet? That's a really cool name. It's not going... It went well against Mono White when we had the kill cards in our hand, but when we don't have the kill cards, we're in a wee bit of trouble. That's the biggest issue. Is that we do get in a little bit of trouble when we don't have the kill cards. I think I'm going to sacrifice Sunset Saboteur here. He's going to pump, pass. Is he going to go in? So we don't need him getting up any higher. So you want to do this. Okay. He can't block. He could lose Bristly Bill. Off, off. He's going to lose and flip. We put down Cecil here. Boom. Now we're fucking roasting. I love the Dresden Files. Big fan of that. I read that about... I probably was super into Dresden. Jeez, how long ago? How many years ago was that? Pop, 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 pop. So let's do... Let's do an all-out attack here. Who should we sacrifice? You. Alright, I think he kills me anyways here. So all he needs is a land. Yeah, I should have played that before so that any of the kills went through. I fucked that up. I should have played the Sephiroth with the, whatchamacallit, with the skeleton. Killed the skeleton so it would trigger, and then any other of the deaths would drain him out. That's my bad. I've read everything Dresden related. I was super into it about 10 years ago. 10 years ago, about? Yeah, I would say 10 years ago. Grace Gravy. Ball of gravy. Ball of gravy. Boom, boom. Okay, what's he want to do here? Yeah, I would have won. I completely fucked out that line. I needed to put down the skeleton, kill with the skeleton, and then go in, because that means any removals that was hitting would have been punished, and he would have lost. So I'm a little angry at myself for doing that, but it is what it is. Oh, there's like 20 of them now, I think. There's Timeline Crawler. I think we might be going a little too fast for him here, man. He might be fucked. It depends. If he's got like a fucking split up maybe, but even that is not. You can be in trouble. Good game. Yeah, he's gonna fucking scoop. This was too fast. Quite possibly even too furious for him. Yeah. I'm a little bit... I got irritated towards the end. I'll tell you why, Anthony Scott. I got a little irritated towards the end because he kept adding more fucking mysteries and never solving the new ones. Like, just explain one fucking thing. Just explain, spoiler alert, I won't try to spoil it too much. Just explain what the fucking island is. The mystery of it kept getting deeper and deeper, and I kept reading more books, and nothing ever fucking got explained. Just explain what happened. Just figure. Everyone would go, something new would happen, and he'd go, "Oh my god, what's that?" And some character would go, "I don't have time to explain what that is. We gotta hurry right now." Every book was so rushed, full of action and like things happening. It would just introduce more and more fucking plot points that started to never pay off, and I started getting really frustrated towards the end because of that. That's my only complaint. That shit just kept not really resolving that well. It kept adding more. And listen, the mysteries were good. I'm not saying that the mysteries were particularly bad or not mysterious or interesting, but my god, man, like, just solve a plot point. Give us the information. Don't layer a mystery on a mystery, man. Like, I just get something out. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm expressing it correctly, but yeah, that was my biggest complaint, was that we kept getting mystery on mystery on mystery on mystery. Terror of the Peaks is so good. He might sweep us here. It's a possibility. It's an endless possibility. Yeah, he's gonna sweep us. Boom. No. The island, part of the island was explained, but then he's like, yeah, but also there was some other weird shit in the island too that you don't even know about yet, guys. And I'm like, oh, are you kidding me, man? Like, just let the island, just let it go, man. Just let the island be the island. Like, he explained the first part, and then he's like, and then I found a deeper part of the island, and there was a mysterious guy in the island too. And it's like, bro, man. Bro-tato chip. Broham. Bearish, welcome. Welcome to the show. Boof. You may discard a card. If you do, you draw a card. Boom. That's going to let me solve next turn. Okay. He's got an instant in his hand. Let's see what he does with it here. Let's see what he does with it here. Discard a card. Boom. Okay. Solve. Boom, boom. Screaming Mimi. Look at that. Let's grab a what do we want to grab? Let's grab another one of those. Let's do that. Oof. That'll be interesting. I know there was a big gap too. There was like 6 years where he got divorced, remarried, and then re-divorced. I think things were not. I understand, you know, things happen in life and all that. But yeah, there was obviously. All right, so 7 is getting in here regardless. He can't block that. He can't block that. He can only block. Maybe he'll let it through and just give it to me. That's fine. Poof, poof, poof. Okay. Thank you, Chris Cass. I saw it. He's going to do that. Shock. He's got to discard. That was the idea. Part of the reason that I like Void with this is because you have these sacrifice outlets. Maybe discard. Boom, that one dies. Can he kill that one? Cecil Dark Knight. We're going to solve the... If he kills it, we're going to solve the riddle here. We're going to solve the case if he kills it. And if we solve the case, boom, we're gonna put another haster down. So he's got that. He's got one card. Nope, that ain't it, Chief. Lot of pressure. Lot of pressure. Lot of aggro. Lot of pressure. Let's see if we can break it off. Pressure, 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 guys. You cannot let up on these dudes. You absolutely cannot let up on them. The trick is, if they're responding to you, they're on their back foot. If you're making them every turn have to respond to what you're doing, they're on the back foot, especially if they're losing resources from it. Killing those guys that required the menace guys that make you discard a card is such a bad deal, because he's losing 2 cards for Bitter Triumph for Strategic Betrayal. Corpses. I'm going to get rid of Sephiroth because we have nothing to really sacrifice with him. Or we're going to keep the kills card here. Boom. It's not really anti-white mono life gain. It is anti. I think Strategic Betrayal is going to save our life here. We need to draw something good. Swamp, that'll work. This is going to probably be Una Reanimator. Esper Origins. Yeah, Overlord of the Hall. Yeah. Ramping. Timeline Crawler. Let's do this. Boof. Let's push. Boof. Kona? Probably Kona. Probably should have kept the kill card for Kona. Cleric. Yeah, there's Kona. Rescue Bestie. What can he flop here? That's going to be bad, though. He doesn't have that many cards in his hand. It's Knights of the Round. That's pretty bad. Should have kept the removal for Kona. That would have been the smart thing to do. He's going to crew. No, we can't punch through that. Yeah, that was my bad. Well, hold on. We can get the... Hold on a second here, guys. We can do this. We're going to take a huge fucking hit, but... Hey, thank you for coming, Mediocre Hero. Una? No. No way. Kona, Una? They figured out how to make it worse? That's amazing. That's pretty amazing. They figured out how to fucking make it worse. That's awesome. Awesome in the fact that it's fucking... The classical, not awesome. It's horrible. Una fell off a little bit. Yuna, you don't see it too much anymore. It's kind of a one-trick pony, and people do get bored of decks, believe it or not. They do occasionally just go, I've played the same thing over and over again. Regardless of how effective it is, they just kind of go, eh. We have all the fucking kill cards. Holy shit, dude. We need a little bit more meat than this. We need a little bit more schmeat. What's he gonna put in the graveyard? He's gonna do that, okay. Towards the tower, discard a card. 2 of them. Beautiful. We're gonna do this. Swing in. And we're gonna hit you with this one, my guy. Take that. Yay! We did it. Yeah, I should have paid attention to the pixel. Chris Cass, I don't think you're up to date because all your messages are coming through like 5 minutes late, by the way. Hey, how you doing, True Pixels? All right, let's try to break it off right now, guys. Let's try to break it off right now. Persuasive King, how the hell are you? Okay, we're doing it. Or do Forsaken Miner. Maybe we can gas him here. Maybe we can gas him here. Okay, let's do this. I could draw 2 cards and kill that, but we're going to wait. We're going to try to gas him. Screaming Mimi. Ace of the Stash Skeleton. Gonna go in. Pop. Okay. Firebrand. Okay. Go in. Pop, pop. Okay. Plasma Bolt. 2 damage to me. Boom. Forsaken Miner. Let's do this. Shock. Let's do this. Draw. He's going to play another burn on that to get that out. We draw 2 cards. Deals 2 damage. We say Tragic Trajectory. Bring you back. Bring you back. Solve that. Okay. Alright, we're getting in there. Yeah, mana. Oof. Screaming Mimi. He's going in. Boom. He's probably going to ping Screaming Mimi here. I want this to die so I can hit Screaming Mimi off. He'll ping it. He'll block and ping it. But then I'll make it die. Hey, what's up, Bob Saget? How you doing? Boom, boom, boom. He may give up. He may give up right now. He can't win. Yeah. Beautiful. Crack it. Pop him in there. And finish him off. Boof, 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 boof! Snap, crackle, and pop. There we go. Ooh, we're climbing out of plat hell, boys and ghouls. Climbing out of plat hell, inch by inch, game by game, out of plat hell for this one. Probably the best, the evolution of black aggro. Really a lot of trouble for people. Very, very much so. We're going with the backbone, no pun intended, of the skeletons, and just making things difficult for people, man. Yeah, overall, pretty solid, I'd have to say. Not super cheap, but man, some good upgrades in here, and even a board wipe, which is a rarity for me. So you guys get to enjoy that. You guys do get to enjoy that for a minute. Yeah, but I like this one.